Okay, so there I was, in this fairy cave, trading for some emeralds, and I got off the server for a bit, and then I got back on, and here, let me show you. So I was like, I need to go get something from my other cave. And then, out of nowhere, I see these two giant piles of sand shaped like pyramids that just showed up and popped up. And I was like, who dumped their sand here? Anyways, I must tell you. But first... Ahoy, ye crew! Glad you could join me in this world of blocks with your boy, Octorok. Today we're on the guild server and it's going to be a great day. We're going to talk about who dumped their Pallosands here. We're going to write our first newspaper and we're going to do the bridge dance. So, as I was saying, somebody left their big pile of sand here, and while I was working in this cave, and let me show you this cave. So you come in here, got a little bit of sandstone, we've got some of the new 1.17 blocks, the glow lichen, covering a bunch of diorite, and on the ground a little bit, we've got our villagers, some dripstone, a little bit more of the sandstone, and an exit over there. Basyclance found this cave, and he found it with a dungeon in it, this time with a zombie spawner. And so I just set up a little dungeon, a little spawner farm here, a zombie farm. And lo and behold, we had some axolotls show up. A brown one showed up first, and I called him Muddy Buddy. And then we got a whole flock of them. A whole herd of them? A whole grouping of them? A whole crew of them. Yeah, we got a whole piratey crew of axolotls. Here's Muddy Buddy. Oh, and there's Dale. I haven't named all of them yet, but anyways, yeah, as you can see, I've kind of decked out this cave with all sorts of new 1.17 blocks. We went and found an abandoned mine shaft and got some glowberries. We found some moss in a oh, there's another axolotl that just came. We got what are they called? A sunken ship. We found a sunken ship and it had moss in it. This just goes out into the lone, dreary cave. And anyways, so let me just quickly show you some of the other things we did. We planted some flowers down here. This cave just keeps on going, so, you know, exits out and loops around. And then, yeah, this is pretty much where we are staying here. Oh yeah, and you're probably wondering who built these Pallosands sculptures. I mean pyramids. Lunard built that one, and TG Yellow built that one. There, I told you. Okay, so remember last episode when we built that chicken farm and it was all about chickens? So it's been actually quite a while. I've been doing a lot of resource gathering and things like that, and the chicken farm has just been running as we've been doing these things. And so let's go check up on it and just see. I've been eating a lot of the chicken, so I kind of already know what we've been getting from it. But let me just show you. Here's the chickens over here, and yeah, so we got a stack and a little over a half of cooked chicken, which I'm pretty much out of food now, so that's perfect timing. But look at all of these feathers. This is the real thing we made this for. Okay, so we've got the feathers, and the reason we did this, remember I said that we're gonna do a newspaper today, and that's right, we're gonna write newspapers, and just newspapers about what's going on in town. And we need lots of books and quill for this. So I've got some ink sacks, got some leather from the cows over there. Let's quickly craft up some paper, and let's make some book and quills. And then I'll show you the little thing that I have planned. Oh, that was like perfect amount of sugarcane. I just I barely had more than enough. Okay, these don't stack, I don't think. So let's not craft all of them right now. We'll craft those in a minute. Let's pick a good spot to build this thing that I was going to do here. No! I keep recording before not putting it in full screen so you can see my hotbar on the bottom. It's so embarrassing. I hate it. Anyways, so I've been thinking about where the best place would be to build this thing. I kind of want it in a central location. Several people are building over there, the Pallosands sculpture, the pyramids, and then there's Cyclance's place, and we've got our cave over there, but then we've also got a lot of, beginning spawn things here, and several new things going up here. And I think, after thinking about it and looking at the places, I think a really good central spot, or just good location for what we're going to build, is right here. And what we're going to build is a newspaper stand. So we want to have a dropper and a dispenser. Probably like, I don't know, like let's put it right here. So let's do the dropper right here, the dispenser right here. What we're going to do is we're going to have them dispense the newspapers, which are going to be the book and quills, but this only has 9 things of inventory space. In fact, let's just craft up the book and quills right now. I'm going to just empty my inventory real quick. Let's craft up as many of these as we can. Let's throw in as many of those as we can, just for demonstration purposes, why I'm doing the dispenser and the dropper. So, yeah, since these don't... Oh, wait. They will be able to stack when we write them. Well, that just made things a whole lot easier. Let me just show you what I was going to do in case this interests any of you. I was going to so this is just over the front here. This is going to be in the front. I was going to have both of these activate at the same time, just to give me a little bit more storage space so that I could have 18 of these books and quills instead of just 9 of them in the dispenser. So I hit the button, and there's still... Oh, it didn't work that time. Maybe there has to be one gone first, and then... Yeah, so now it's taking it from the bottom and putting it into the top, and then shooting one out. So now there's always going to be 8 up here as long as there's some down here. But now that I've realized that we don't need that anymore. We can just do a dispenser and put as many newspapers in there as we need. So, new design. Okay, the off-camera stuff for this is taking way longer than I thought it was. Okay, but we needed a sawmill, or a stone cutter. A sawmill. Let's grab a couple more of these walls. And a couple more of these bricks. Yeah, I kind of like the look of this. We're going to put a sign right there. We're going to match the other side and just go like this. That'll be the block that I break to get into to fill that back up. Because we're not going to let people just click on the front to get the newspaper. They have to do it the legit way, push the button. Okay. So we've got all that set up. Let's put a roof on the top here. We'll put stairs right there, and we're out of slabs. Of course, we're out of slabs. Let's grab those. Oop. Hey, that's not you. Like this. Boop. Looks kind of cool. So just a little newspaper stand to put our newspapers. Now we just gotta write the newspaper. What should we say? Should we say there's a giant penguin? Should we say there's a giant boat? Should we say there's 2 big piles of Pallosands? Piles of Pallosands? Piles of sand. Yes, there's 2 giant giant piles of sand. That's going in the newspaper. Let's go write. Okay, so I cleaned up around here and I added the sign, and it says Coral Kingdom Tribune, and that's what we're going to call this newspaper because we are calling our city the Coral Kingdom because of all the coral reefs around. And I dropped off the newspapers, and let's go ahead and read one of them. So hit the button, grab the newspaper, the Coral Kingdom Tribune, and the date on it, and it says, "Have the people of this bustling city found a suiting name for the city? Will it be Coral Kingdom, or will it be called by a name of another? We may not be sure at this moment, but what we are sure about is that it is full of excitement and trade. Bridges are being built between communities and individuals. Physical bridges are being built by Octorok, the bridge builder. We are pointing to the skies with 3 pyramids and many roofs going over the heads of the inhabitants. We've reached other nations through ships built by Lunard, and it has opened up many great trade opportunities. Coral Kingdom also has its own currency. Coral coins can now be obtained through the city's marketplace, ran by Lunard himself. There are also other great goodies that can be bought with coral coins here at the market. Don't forget to check out the giant penguin and the giant scorpion." Oh, and I almost forgot. The last page just says, "This is the Coral Kingdom Tribune, written, edited, published by Octorok, journalist for Coral Kingdom Tribune, provided by the courtesy of Octorok, journalist and delivery boy for Coral Kingdom Tribune." So that is who we are. We are a journalist and also a delivery boy for the Coral Kingdom Tribune, which is created by us. So we pretty much run the business, we write the papers, we deliver them, and maybe we might hire another person to be like a receptionist desk or something. But that'll have to wait until after we build our office and some other fun projects in the future and write some more newspapers. Aha! So remember when I said we were going to do the bridge drop? Not the bridge drop, the bridge dance for this episode? Well, it's not quite going to happen this episode. I built a bridge in between episodes that I wanted to show you guys, and I also wanted to build another bridge on camera and then do some little dancing and just kind of be silly. But I don't quite have all the materials we need to do that. So I chose to build one of the bridges out of Deepslate copper ore as one of the materials. Just a little bit of it kind of sprinkled in throughout the bridge. And I've done so much resource gathering and just caving, trying to look for this stuff, and it's hard to find. It's not too hard to find regular copper, but the thing is copper spawns more in the middle of the world, kind of at y equals 48, and it gets less and less common the deeper you go down. And the thing is Deepslate only spawns at the very bottom of your world, from 0 to y16. And so where copper is the rarest is where Deepslate is found. So it's kind of hard to find Deepslate copper. I have some in my hand. We need 40 blocks. Not too many. Can you guess how much we have? If you said half or somewhere close to half, you're pretty close. We have 22. So anyways, this bridge that we just walked across is actually the other one that we built. So it's nice. It's a nice wide bridge. We could ride horses over it. Let me give you a couple different shots of camera angles of this. Oops, I gotta eat to be able to run. Whoops. Should probably get this out of my offhand before I do anything stupid with it. So let me just give you a couple viewpoints of this bridge. I like it. I like the way that it turned out. I used some of the Deepslate that I've been mining, and I think it looks pretty nice. I like the shape of it. It's flat on the top, but it's got some nice arches on the sideways. It's the same on both sides. So I might do a little bit of work underneath the bridge. Just something like if you were riding your boat through the river you'd kind of notice some detail work under the bridge. But for the most part, this bridge is finished. And I really like the way it turned out. So the other bridge we're making is right over here. And you can kind of see the start of it. But we haven't quite... like I said, we haven't quite got the materials for it. One of the materials was all of this iron, raw iron. Each one of these blocks is 9 raw iron. So I was mining a lot of iron, and honestly, the iron wasn't that hard. I have like more than double this. But anyways, I just need to do some more resource gathering before we can do the bridge dance, unfortunately. But I have a scheme to maybe help us get some more of this Deepslate copper ore. And so that's what we're going to do right now, is we're going to do a little bit of building with some of the Deepslate we have. And then we're also going to sell some of the Deepslate that we have to try to get some more Deepslate copper ore. One of the things we're going to... we're going to have 2 prices for Deepslate. This is just to give you an idea of how much Deepslate I've mined through to look for this stuff. This is all of the cobbled Deepslate that I've mined. And this is all of the Deepslate that I've mined with Silk Touch. So, I mean, it's pretty much just like one large chest full if you combine both of them. Maybe that's not a whole lot to you, but I don't have like a haste beacon or anything, and it just goes by kind of slowly, and it's a lot of mining. And so, anyways, we need some more of this stuff. But we're going to sell this Deepslate and this cobbled Deepslate for coral coins, which is the currency here in Coral Kingdom. And we're also going to sell stacks of Deepslate for Deepslate copper ore. And we're going to see if anyone can just help us out by getting the last 18 copper ore, Deepslate copper ore that we need for this build. So let's go ahead and start doing some building. We're going to just build it right next to the bridge. I think we're just going to like plop the building down right here. And we're going to sell Deepslate. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And shabam! We have finished the DO, the Deepslate Outlet. So this is inspired based on just trying to get more of that copper deep slate ore. I thought we would open up a little shop where we sell some deep slate, and I decided why not let other people sell their deep slate here too. So let me just read you the book. It says, "Welcome to the DO. At the Deepslate Outlet, we meet all your deep slate needs when we feel like it." The Deepslate Outlet is a store where anyone in the community can buy and sell anything Deepslate related. If you'd like to purchase some Deepslate, browse around through the vendor spots. If you'd like to sell Deepslate and related products, choose an unclaimed vendor spot, the double chest arches, and name it with a sign. Place the sign on the top part of the arch and use the anvil to name your prices. Just simply rename the emeralds in the chest for the prices and your products. You can have everything in the chest be the same price, or you can have a row of items be its own price. Hope you enjoy buying and selling Deepslate and related products. So, this is the inside. We've got a little fountain. We've got some hanging candles, some nice candles right here, and then just a bunch of chests. And people can come along, and there's all these emeralds saying, name your price, and they can kind of name it however they want. And then there's the signs up here. And then obviously you can get a lot of different Deepslate blocks with the sawmill. So we've got 2 sawmills, ender chest to get your wallet, and anvil to rename the emeralds to what your price is. Now we've got our little thing over here. We dyed it blue and we added the new glow ink sacks to it. So it says Octorox Deep Blocks. Deepslate ores here, and on the inside here we have 1 Deepslate diamond ore for 5 coral coins, gold for 4, and then any of these Deepslate ores for 3 coral coins. And then we have something related to Deepslate, the mining munchies, for 1 coral coin per spot. We also have one other thing, and this is, like I said, I was inspired to do this so that we could hopefully get some more Deepslate copper ore. And so here is the special, whoa, something weird happened to this book. It's supposed to say special DO event. The owner of the DO is in need of Deepslate copper ore. All of the E's are gone. What happened? The current need is 18 of these rare ore blocks. There are high prices available to anyone who brings these blocks until the 18 block need is met. 2 diamonds for 1 block, 3 stacks of Deepslate/cobble Deepslate for 1 block, or an agreeable amount of coral coins. Let's bargain. So in this chest, we have a couple stacks of these Deepslate blocks. People can grab 3 and drop off 1 Deepslate copper ore, or I'm going to leave some options to grab some diamonds. And I think I'm just going to have maybe 11. No, I'm just going to leave 9. People can drop off 9 to grab a bunch of diamonds. And while we were building this, I also smelted up a bunch of iron and copper for some future projects. You may have seen that in my inventory. I'm really excited to show you guys, but you wouldn't believe what I found after building this. So right as I was done building this, I came across some kind of weird looking terrain and some holes in the ground that led into some caves. And I went and explored the caves, and they ended up being really long. And we found something that is just really ironic. And shabam! We found some more Deepslate copper ore. So we no longer need 18. We need 17, 16. Okay, and that looks like it might be all of it right here. But wait, there's more. And whoop-bam, we found some right here as well. So this is good. So this brings us down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and I think that is it. So we just need 11 more Deepslate copper ore, which is really exciting. It's still quite a bit considering how rare this stuff is. But funny story, as we were coming through here, found a few things like some diamonds, some lapis, and this water stream had an axolotl just chilling right up there and just having a really fantastic time, just living the good old axolotl life. And it was just fun to see him there. Hey, remember when Cyclance didn't like the bamboo that we planted? Well, we're gonna prank him for it. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a time lapse of the prank that we're doing to Cyclance as we finish listening to the outro music. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. That is pretty much it for today, other than the little time lapse. And I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for some more content. And if you like the prank that we're about to show, give this video a like as well, and a thumbs up. And until the sails sail us together again, peace.